Hey cutie heads, I'm Tiff Day. Welcome to my platform. It's a journey of growth, of love, of learning, and we're doing it together. You're never alone. Today, you are enough. Hey cutie heads, it's Tiff. Welcome to my episode today of Closet Talks, and today we're talking about self-love. But before we get started on that, I wanted to thank you for supporting us, for listening, for subscribing, and for being part of this journey. We have gotten just an overwhelming response to the videos. I've gotten messages from people that I don't know, from old friends from high school, from close friends, and I feel like we are jumping in and learning and growing and doing this together, and it's anything and everything I've wanted. So I'm going to touch on that a little bit later, but thank you so much for doing this for us. All right, let's talk about self-love. Self-love, I think, is the hardest thing for a person to take on. And I don't care if you're married. I don't care if you're single. I don't care if you're divorced or separated. I don't care if you're a mom or a dad or a male or a female. If you're 15, if you're 85, it is something that everyone struggles with. So I really want to dive in. I want to talk about it. I want to give you some tips. I want to give you definitions, and hopefully it's something that we can all learn from together today. So let's talk about self-love. Self-love. What is self-love? Self-love means having a high regard for your own well-being and happiness. Self-love means taking care of your own needs and not sacrificing your well-being to please others. Self-love means not settling for less than what you deserve. Okay, that to me, I wrote that down in my notes. I have that in my journal as well, but that was something that was really important to me. As I got married at a young age, became a mom, became a wife, kind of got into that mode, I lost myself. I found that I do love to make other people happy. That's just something that I've always done. I love to give, I love to do, but I also kind of stopped setting boundaries for myself. And when you stop setting boundaries for yourself, your self-love goes to the side because all you do is give to everyone else. So as I started going through some difficult times in my life, and especially a few years ago when I went through my divorce, I found that I didn't love myself the way that I needed to be able to take care of myself. And a big reason that I have started this YouTube channel, and I've started this podcast, and I've started to reach out to you is because my platform is embracing, number one, taking care of you. If you can't take care of yourself first, you're really unable to take care of anyone else. Self-love is where it begins. Self-love is where we're going to gain the confidence. We're going to find happiness on our own. We can create our own happiness. And that is the most important part of this journey. So I'm going to give you just a few tips, and then we're going to talk a little bit more. But learning how to love yourself, it's in there. You may not think it is, but I promise you it is in there. So learn to be compassionate with yourself. Think about your life. Let's think about our life. Would you talk down to your child? Would you talk down to your best friend? Why is it that it's so easy for us to talk mean to ourselves? I think it's easy because we are our hardest critic. We are the most hard on ourselves. So it's easy to look at ourselves and say, gosh, you look ugly today. Oh, you're so fat. Oh, you did this bad. When honestly, be kind to yourself. Have good self-talk. When you think of something negative, instead of saying it, You need to change that into something positive and maybe even find 3 things positive to replace that negative thought. Because I will tell you, I read an article the other day and I wish I would have kept it because I'm not sure who wrote it. But when you say things out loud, your brain actually believes it. Even if you know it's untrue, your brain will hear what you say to it and it grasps that as truth. So be very careful about what you say to yourself. Talk to yourself like you're talking to your child or to your best friend because you always talk to them with love and compassion. So do that for yourself. Okay. Also, enjoy time alone. Okay. This is a difficult one, especially if you're single or say your husband travels all the time or your wife travels all the time or you find yourself alone. Sometimes it's difficult to sit by yourself. You want to go. You want to fill your time. You need to be able to just fill and stay busy, when really and truly you need to learn how to sit with yourself. You need to find things to do in your alone time that make you happy. When you do that, when you start to sit by yourself, when you start to realize, I'm pretty freaking cool, that also starts to build that self-love and that acceptance and your confidence. So try working on sitting by yourself alone. We'll talk about that more in a minute. All right, make a list of characteristics you like about yourself. All right, you guys, I've challenged this before. I say it to my kids. I say it to people that I care about. Not only would I say make a list, I would say get in front of the mirror. Get in front of the mirror and talk to yourself. And as you talk to yourself, I would dare you, I'm daring you right now, to say 10 things that you like about yourself or 10 things that make you feel good. The other day, I went and spoke at an addiction recovery facility. And we did an exercise with this room full of people. And the exercise, they were all in there together. And it was being very vulnerable because everyone was listening. The therapist, the different students. I was in there with them. I was a stranger. And I made them all go around one by one and shared 3 things that they loved about themselves. Not easy to do. But the more you do it and the more you hear it, the more you believe it. Again, self-talk, right? But be in front of a mirror and talk to yourself so that you really start to believe it and you start to connect with yourself. Celebrate your accomplishments. Doesn't have to be big. Can be if you want it to be. But let's say you got up at 6 a.m. and you haven't been able to do that for a while. Celebrate it. You did something great at work. Celebrate it. You got through a day and you had positive talk 3 times. Celebrate it. Maybe you made it through the day and that is all that you could do. Celebrate getting through your day. Find things to celebrate, big or small. That's really important. Be mindful of how and with whom you spend your time. This is important. In fact, I found myself many times, again, giving, and sometimes you don't get that in return. Be mindful of where you put your time. Be mindful of who's going to reciprocate that love and the energy that you put out back to you. I saw this quote and it said, people's actions will speak louder than their words. I would have to agree with that 100%. People don't have to say anything, but their actions will tell you everything. Listen with your eyes. Listen with your heart. Listen with your gut. And be mindful of where and how you spend your time. And you won't go wrong. All right. Allow yourself to ask for help. That is something that I've struggled with. I like to be self-sufficient and I like to do things on my own. And it's really important to allow other people to help you. It's being vulnerable. It's being very real. It's allowing someone else the opportunity to help take care of you. That is a huge part of loving yourself. Allow others to love you. Drop those walls. Drop, the big barriers that we have around, and allow love to flow in. That's important. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about you guys. All right, so when I got divorced, I wasn't good at any of that stuff, and I think this is a continual work in progress. I think this can happen throughout your life. But I'm going to say over the last year, I have embraced this more fully. I've come to a point where not only do I respect and love who I am, I've set boundaries for myself. And boundaries are important because it's allowing me the opportunity to say no. It's allowing me the opportunity to say, that doesn't feel good to me. And if it doesn't feel good to me, I love myself enough to say no, or to walk away, or to maybe, you guys, I like to do this too. I like to put my hand up. That means stop or no. So I'll do that. And that's okay. I feel okay about that because I love myself, and I've learned where my balance is. I've also stepped into this new confidence where I've decided to try new things that I've wanted to do all of my life that I either talked myself out of. I had poor self-talk, and I'd say, you can't do that. Like, you can't do that, or you're not good enough to do that. And I've kind of thrown that out the window, and I wouldn't say I'm a daredevil, because none of this stuff is daredevil, but I have really challenged myself to put myself out there and try new things. So in this last year, let's just go over a few, okay? In the last year, I decided, what do I want to do? Who am I? And I was a personal trainer, which I absolutely love. I love health and fitness. I also learned so much about nutrition, which I think is also important. But I decided to go back to school, and I went back to school in real estate. And I finished my schooling. I took my test. I started on the real estate path and had an opportunity to get into commercial real estate. And I jumped in with both feet, which was scary and hard. And it's definitely a man's world. And for whatever reason, I decided to take that challenge, and I love it. It's something different. It's difficult. It pushes me to my limits, and I've loved every second of it. So that's another thing I did. I also tried some new hobbies. I got certified in scuba diving. You guys, I love water. Okay, I do. It doesn't scare me, but I am afraid of sharks. Okay? I watched Jaws when I was little, and it terrified me. So the thought of going in the water and maybe meeting face to face with a shark petrified me. But I decided, okay, I had this opportunity. There were some things coming up where I was going to get to go try this out. So I got certified. And the first time I went scuba diving, I was in Cozumel, and we are out on the ocean. And they said, okay, put your mask in or your regulator in, and we're going down. And I was like, can I do this? I did all my certification. I was so scared. I did it. And when I went down there, the nerves kind of went away, and it was Little Mermaid. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Little Mermaid was down there, and I got to swim by turtles and pufferfish. And yes, there was a shark down there, and I was cool, calm, and collected. And it was one of the greatest experiences because not only did I conquer a fear, but I fell in love with this other world. And I'm so glad that I took this chance, and it built my confidence, and it just showed me like, Tiff, take chances. You might love something, you might not love something, but you don't know unless you try. So you guys, I recommend do something that scares you. Okay. You might end up loving it. Another thing I did. Hi guys, I'm sitting here. This has been an absolute dream of mine for years and years and years. And it's been in my thoughts, and it's been in the works. And I've loved people. I love getting to know your story. I love getting to know who you are and how you got from point A to point B. And I also love sharing my experiences. And I feel like I have wanted to share this platform that I have with you. I've wanted to share that. I was scared. It's scary. You don't know how people are going to accept it. You don't know if you're going to succeed or fail. That's all part of the process. Whether you succeed or fail, there's growth. Whether people accept you or don't accept you, it's all about how you feel about yourself. This has been an opportunity for me to learn and grow. And I'm telling you, again, I can't thank you enough for the overwhelming love and support that I've received through messages, texts, the following, subscribing. You guys have made my passion and my dream become a reality. And I am loving this so, so much. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, is it scary? Every time I have to get in front of this camera, especially when I'm solo, it's scary. I'm being vulnerable with you guys. I'm sharing my heart. I'm sharing my story. And I hope that it's something that can help you. So thank you. Those are just a few of the things that I've tried out this year. You guys, guess what else I did? I went and bought myself, right out of the blue, I decided I was going to do a triathlon. I had a couple friends that had done them, and I decided, hey, why can't I do that? You guys, it's hard. The people that do them are athletes. And I decided to throw myself in that arena. So I went and bought myself a road bike, and I started cycling. I had no idea the actual love and passion that would come from that. Absolutely love it. Also, the scariest thing I've ever done. I am on the road with cars. Cars don't watch out for you very good. So you have to have eyes in the back of your head. So that's a trick. So yeah, try that out for some time. Also, swimming. I've been a good swimmer, a little bit tricky. It's a new, like, you really have to learn to control your breath and your mind and get in tune with that. Running is not a problem for me. I've run my whole life. I love it. That part came easy. The rest is coming. Here's the sad part. COVID took all of the races out. So it's not happening anytime soon. It is on my bucket list. It is going to happen someday. But that's another thing that I decided to throw out there for Tiff to try. And it really has built my confidence. It's helped me become more healthy. It's just another new outlet for me, and I've loved it. All right. So I kind of want to tie this self-love, taking care of you, into my platform, you guys. All of these episodes that I've been doing, they are to help you learn how to take care of you first. Okay. This is all encompassing. You need to know how to take care of yourself mentally. Our mental health is very important, especially right now during this pandemic when things are crazy and uncertain, and it's easy to get depressed because work is crazy and kids are out of school and we don't have any timelines or any time that it's going to end. So be mindful of your mental health. Be okay with reaching out to a counselor if you need to. Be okay with going to the doctor if you're depressed. If there's things that you need to do for your mental health, don't be afraid to do that. That's taking care of you. Remember that your health, as far as physical and nutrition, are going to play a big role in how you feel. Make sure that you're listening to your body. Listen to yourself. Are you tired? Go to bed early. How does working out make you feel? For me, I have to work out every day. It almost gives me this little high. Knowing that I'm taking care of my body also makes me feel better about myself. So not only is it building my confidence, it's also, helping my body feel good. It's helping me have more energy. It's helping me just with so many things. Make sure you're eating properly. Don't chintz on food. Make sure that you are eating well-balanced foods. Make sure that you're getting enough food. There's so many things that go into that. And I did have a nutritionist on. If you have questions, go back and listen to that. You're also welcome to message me and I can help you with any ideas or maybe meal prepping. That's coming, you guys. That's coming soon. Plug. I will be doing that too. So I'll be making up workouts. I'll be doing food preps. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff coming. So you better stay tuned. Also, make sure that spiritually you're aware of yourself. And I'm not saying, for me, my spirituality is completely different from you. I get my spirituality from a certain place, and you may get it from being out in the mountains. You may get it from taking time with yourself, with your crystals. You may get it. There's so many things that you can grasp for your spirituality. Just make sure that you have something that gives you purpose. It gives you a path. It gives you some direction, which is really, really important. So again, you have to take care of you. That is the most important. Because in our next phase, which is the second part of today, we're going to start learning how to let our light out, let this love out that we have inside of us and start sharing that with our family, with our friends, with our community. And I'm going to give you some opportunities to listen to people that have nonprofit organizations set up, that have some different opportunities for us to serve in the community. There will be different ways that we can be a part and that we can give our time, that we can give our talents, or we can give monetarily so that we can really help those people around us. So again, number 1, take care of you, because number 2 is coming. All right, guys, I have a little giveaway, but first I have to show everything because I'm super excited about it. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, cutie heads, bumper sticker. Okay. So cute. If you don't want to put it on your bumper sticker, put it somewhere in your house. I would put it right here. That'd be cute, right? Okay. I have that. I also have, these are waterproof. So they can go on your mugs or your, what are they, like hydro flasks? I put these on the hydro flasks that I just gave away. But you can put them on even your cars or your windows, whatever. Look how cute they are, you guys. I'm so excited about it. But we're going to do a little sticker giveaway. To win the stickers, I need you to follow my Instagram, Tiff Day Today. Go follow that. I need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. The YouTube channel link is on my Instagram page at Tiff Day Today. You click on that, it'll take you to YouTube. Subscribe. When this video goes live, which will be on Wednesday, I need you to tag a friend that is not following me. Put that in the post. Tag that friend that isn't following so that they will go and follow. We're trying to get our followers up. And then DM me your address so that I can send them your way. I know a bunch of you I sent stickers out to. I appreciate the pictures that you took with them. We're totally giving you a shout out on the story. If you guys get these, we'll do the same thing. Please just go follow, go subscribe, be a part of the Today platform, because today you are enough.